Hey guys, this is the Classroom Conversation How To. So we've gotten a lot of good lesson ideas and examples out of classroom conversations. We're going to get even more, but I want to show you how to do some of this stuff as well and not just see the examples. So in this How To Classroom Conversation, I teach you how to make fake social media accounts and have the kids turn those in as fun projects to grade. I got this idea from my buddy Ryan O'Donnell. I got his template and I kind of tweaked some things around with it. It's really easy to do. The kids really like it. It's fun to grade. And let's take a look at how it works.
When you're sleepy at night. For one moment, I sang to you.
All right, let's start off with some student examples of these social media accounts. They're pretty fun. One of the best things about them is actually grading them. They're super easy and fun and interesting to grade. You're not just reading paper after paper. You're looking at these social media accounts. So first of all, the first one is the student chose Galileo. You can see that you have to have your name. They choose a handle for the person. They also are adding a description where that individual is from. They had to have 3 different followers. So who would follow Galileo? I lots of times I'll have them be people in the same time period. They don't have to all be alive at the same time, obviously. And sometimes I'll have them have somebody from modern day follow them as well. So who in modern day would follow Galileo? They go through and they put different tweets. Who would they, who would at them in a tweet? So this one, his tweet was, did any of you guys know that Saturn has rings? I literally just found them looking through my telescope, right? That tells you a lot about Galileo in just a couple sentences. And then you have some, replies from Leo da Vinci, Mona Lisa, and the Italian artist. Again, you cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him find it within himself. So a real quote from Galileo, and then look at who is responding. You got Pope Urban VIII, you got Go Polymath and composer. So a couple days ago, I discovered that Jupiter has more than one moon. Well, I just found a 4th. So again, you can see there's really easy and fun to grade. I do have them look at something modern. So he's complimenting Elon Musk, and then there, he gets that reply back from Elon Musk. Let's look at another one. This one is Instagram. This is Raphael, and again, what would your Instagram front page look like? Who would follow Raphael? And then his posts. And this one, the replies, right? We have Michelangelo, not as good as when I painted it. And again, there was a little rivalry between all of these guys. Raphael was, was known as kind of a student of Michelangelo, but they all had a little rivalry between Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, and Michelangelo. And you can see that in here. You got William Shakespeare chiming in. We got, again, I wanted them to quote, if they went into the future to see something new. And let's look at one more student example, and then I'll show you how it works. And again, these are pretty exciting and pretty fun to grade. So this one is on Wu Zetian. Followers. Then we have different posts. And again, they're fun and easy to read. So I'll put examples of these in the bio, but the description. Let's check out how they work. So I got these templates again from a couple people, but mainly from Ryan O'Donnell. So let's just check them out. So I usually show the kids just a template of how this would look. It's got all these different pieces in here that are copied and pasted. This is a little example of what to do. They get this blank template. It looks like a lot. You know, I've made one of them. Some other people have made them that you can use, but they're already there for you to use. And we're teaching the kids how to make the slides, how to be creative. And what you do is give them to the kids. I go over a couple things with them. Like, for instance, let's change the banner. And I'm going to do, let's see what person. Let's do Mansa Musa. So I go to insert an image. And I'm just going to search the web from here. Landscape. And I tell them, just to make your life a little easier, try to find something that looks like it might fit already, but we're going to crop that when we get it in. So let's just pull this over. And sometimes it won't let you have an image. So again, let's do this one. Now, because this image is not the right size, I have them transform it and pull it so it's the right length. Then we have to do a little cropping here, right? That doesn't look great. Your cropping tool is up here at the top. You hit crop, and then you grab, right, the black, not the blue square, but the black line, and you pull it up, and I'm going to eyeball it at first. And that's just about the right place. Now I'm going to do it from the top. And it gives you some indication of where you might be. So that's going to look pretty good. Crop it, and I think that's pretty good, but I think it needs to actually go down a little bit more. And it does need to go down a little bit more. If you can see in the background, you can see that it gets transparent. And I'm going to crop it down a little bit more. And then double click. And now to my banner. So this is one of the first things I teach them, again, is how to crop, how to resize. And then you have to get it to the back. So there's a couple ways you can get this to the back. You can right click or 2-finger click on a Chromebook, and you can go to order, and you can send it backward, or you can send it all the way to the back. I may not want it all the way to the back, but I can use these to move it around. What I really like to do on a Mac, it's going to be Command and down arrow. On a PC, it's going to be Control and down arrow, or it's also going to be that on a Chromebook. So I hold Command, down arrow, and there's a lot of layers on here. So you got to teach kids that there's layers. So I'm down arrow, I'm going back until I finally get behind what I'm looking for. So did you see that? Finally it took me about 10 clicks because there's a lot of layers on here till I finally got behind. I really just need to be behind this main image. And there's my banner. And I can adjust that banner a little bit. So I don't like to resize like this, but I'm going to do it just for sake of time. And then let's insert an image. And we're going to look for Mansa Musa. And this is going to be for my profile picture. And I'm just going to choose whatever comes up. Again, I want it to look similar, a similar type shape. It doesn't have to be exactly the same shape. And it's really big, so I'm going to resize it first. So along with learning learning the history lesson, they're also getting a lesson on how to work with slides, how to do different layers. So this is about the right size. So I need to crop this to fit, right? I want Mansa Musa to fit in there. So again, I use my crop tool, and I'm going to pull the sides in. And if you use that little red guide, it'll kind of guide you to the right place. So I'm going to pull it out a little bit. And I'm going to pull this in. And again, once it starts getting transparent, you can see where you're going. I'm going to pull this down, pull this up. And I don't care if it's completely accurate with the kids. I don't want them to get frustrated and be like, I can't make it fit. So I just get it close. And then If they left it like that, that's fine. Myself, I would crop it a little bit more. This needs to come in a little bit. And then I would also come back up here to the crop because this original one has rounded corners. Well, I would come up to crop, this little arrow here, go to shapes, use the rounded edges on my portrait. And then let's make it a little bit smaller, see if I can fit it right in there. That's good enough for me. Again, it's really cool. The kids get into it. They don't get too frustrated when they do it. Most kids get through this pretty well and figure it out pretty quickly. And then the rest of the stuff they're changing, they're just replacing text. So cool, cool project for them to do. The same thing on the Instagram. There's a little less technically to do because you're just putting pictures. There's a little less cutting and pasting and cropping and things of images, but you get the same types of results. And the kids usually pick Instagram because it's new. I guess you could do TikTok now. I haven't done a TikTok, but that's mainly videos. But that might be a cool one to do too, to make a fake TikTok where they have to do a video about the historical event or the person. That's it. Hopefully you can use this. And like I said, it's really good. The kids love it and they want to do it a bunch of times. But I usually only do it like once or twice a year. But you get a lot of bang for your buck with this assignment. Fun to grade. All right.
This morning I've seen the rising heat, and the atmosphere plays with the silver